Welcome to the age of the all or nothing dating market. So I want to start this conversation off by reminding you of the little, I guess, brouhaha or whatever, the little dust up or whatever, that Lizzo had when I think she drunk DM'd Chris Evans, right? And so, Chris Evans is, he's a big time Hollywood star, and she's Lizzo, right? And there's a big thing about her shooting her shot at Chris Evans. And we can go a lot of different places with this, but what we're really talking about is that she's swinging for a home run. She wants the biggest, the best, the best looking guy, the hottest guy. That's what she's looking for. That is what her aim is, okay? And so I want to actually kind of get into some kind of stats with this. And I want to let Michaela Peterson tell you some things about how the dating world is working right now. So take a listen.
Most men find most women to be at least somewhat attractive. In contrast, women on average view 80% of men as below average in attractiveness. Another study found that on the dating app Tinder, men liked more than 60% of the female profiles they viewed, while women liked only 4.5% of male profiles. I didn't realize that 80% of men as below average.
80% of men are below average, right? And so we could do this with the Lizzo and Chris Evans situation where he's in that 20% of guys, right? The thing is, he's in that 20% of guys for a lot of women. So the rest of those 80% of guys, those are average guys, right? So the guys that are, 75% of Chris Evans, average, right? And that is kind of the way that is the way that the dating market is working now. You got to be the guy in that 20% of men for your lady, for her to feel like she's not settling for you, right? And if you're in that 80%, there's probably some guy in the 20% she's waiting for to take your place, right? But I want to actually let you guys see what it looks like in real time, okay? So this is actually an interview from Kevin Samuels, right? And I remember watching this live, and take a listen at this.
I'm supposed to settle for a regular type dude.
How tall are you?
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, so we can hear from the beginning that she's talking about settling for a regular man, right? And she's using the word settle because average, regular guy that gets up and goes to work and gets, does his job, whatever, that's average. And that you're settling for that, right? So let's take a listen to a bit more of this.
Listen, if you're average to cute looking, if you're below average health from a weight standpoint, and you have 2 children.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure you guys heard that. Even with 2 children, and probably she's in her 30s, so even with 2 children in her 30s, she's still looking for that guy in the 20%. She's still looking for that. And the idea that she's with someone that's not in that 20%, that's an average guy. She's settling for that. Okay, let's listen a little bit more.
Overall, does that make you below average, average, or above average? Factor all those things in together.
Average.
So why should you get anything then why should you get above average? What do you mean settle for? You should get what you are.
I see millionaires with average women all the time.
Okay, so there's no coincidence that she started talking about millionaires with average women. So she's looking for someone that's wealthy, right? And that's the set of criteria, right? She's looking for a certain set of criteria. And here's the thing, that small group of guys, or however you want to define them, they're getting the best from women, right? And average guys are just hoping to get in line, right? Let's listen a bit more.
They don't have big chest tattoos either, and 2 other kids. Man, I'm just saying. Okay, I want to. No. I mean, let's be honest. Why should an average woman say she's settling for an average man? Maybe
ain't
that
nothing
makes
wrong with it. Wait.
No, you said so I should just settle. No, you said that. Listen. You said so I should just settle for an average guy, and I'm like, You're an average woman. Why should you not get?
I would be settling.
Okay, so there it is again, settle. So this is the second time her settle, so we know that it's not a mistake here. 2 kids, middle age, she's settling for average, which is, 45, 50,000, right? She's settling for that. And that is the way that the dating market is operating now. Let's listen a little bit longer.
I mean,
why would you be settling and he wouldn't? So what would he be doing? Would he be upgrading?
He don't got no money. So if he
Okay, so average guy doesn't have money, right? So we'll stop it there, but I want you to just kind of see the attitude, right? Like I can't be with a guy that's just average, just a regular guy. I need a guy she went from average guy to millionaire, right? And I'm not casting aspersions on her. These are her preferences. But what I am saying is this is the way the dating market is working now. And you have to be in that 20% of men for that woman, okay? Now, I want you to see the behavior of how a woman will act when she's getting the guy that she sees in that 20%. Look at the kind of circumstances that they'll allow.
So I've been dating my friend for the past 6 years, on and off, more consistently the last couple years. I call him my friend because he's uncomfortable with titles.
Okay, so here we are in a six-year relationship with a man who's not even putting a title on the relationship. She's been there for 6 years, okay? And she's still waiting for something to change. I'm sure in the bedroom, he's getting the best she has. And 6 years, no title on relationship, but because in her eyes, this man is in that 20%, she is willing to allow this, okay? Let's listen a little bit more.
He says he wants to be more financially stable before he settles down with me. So I'm at a point where I'm kind of tired of waiting. I wonder, should I be waiting for him to settle down, be financially stable, or should I walk away?
Okay, so this is what she's asking after 6 years in a relationship that has never had a title on it. Now, this is the reason why I made this video, gentlemen. Let's say that you are you're out with your friends and you see this particular lady at a bar or restaurant, and you go up and you strike a conversation up with her and you guys get to know each other and you start dating. Okay, and let's say that you date for 2-3 months and you get a little bit serious, right? What do you think is going to happen the first night that this gentleman emails her, DMs her, and says, baby, I'm sorry, I'm ready to get serious? What do you think is going to happen to your relationship? Let's say that you're married, or maybe you have a kid with her, or I don't know, whatever. You've established something with this lady, and she gets a DM from this guy saying, you know what, I want to kind of let the past stay in the past. I want to build something new with you. I'm ready to get serious with you. What do you think is going to happen to your relationship? She's going to blow it up. She's gone. And if you're not the guy in that 20% for that particular lady, she's leaving. If she's settling for you, the minute she doesn't have to settle, she's gone. There's nothing else keeping her there. If you're done everything right, except you're not the guy that's in the 20% for her, she's gone. She's leaving. And that's just the way it works. That's the game. And I want young men to understand that's how the game is played now. You gotta be the guy that's in that 20% for the woman that you're dating. That's why this passport thing is such a big deal. Is that guys are going and finding women for which they're in that 20%. Is it all perfect? Is it easy to go overseas and find a woman? No, it's not. But you cannot be the guy in the 80% because when the guy in the 20% calls your woman, she is gone. She's leaving. She's gone. And I'm not saying that's the case for all situations. But what I'm saying is you have to have a really good woman that can turn down her ideal man after she's settled or kind of gotten into a relationship with the man who's not her ideal man and just say, you know what, I can't do it right now. Some women can do that. I'm not saying 0 women can do that. But are you willing to bet your wife, your family, your kids, everything that you built on a woman who's settling for you? Because if you are, that's a very dangerous game. The minute that she gets that right email, that right DM from the guy that she's always wanted, is she going to be strong enough to tell that man, no, I built something, I can't do it now? If you can find that woman, hey, more kudos to you. but beware that is a big gamble. If you're with a woman that's settling for you, you better hope that DM never comes. Or you need to be the guy that is in the 20% for your woman. Okay, that's it for all today, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you think about it. Give some comments underneath.